So now we're starting the 35th Japan Open. It's been 3 years since we've had the Japan Open. I'm sure everybody's ready and raring to go. Alright, so I think we're going to be going through some player introductions here. Now, it's 3 years since they've played this. I believe the last one was in 2019, and Oi-san won that one. Welcome everybody to the 35th Japan Open 2022. We'll be trying to add some color to this to these matches. I'm Leslie Rogers, and I'm joined here by.
Hi, Leslie Ann Rogers.
Yep. So we will try to follow along and see if we can give you guys some information about the Japan Open. It's probably not too well known outside of Japan and perhaps the Philippines. We jokingly call the Japan Open the Philippine Open due to the amount of Philippine players that come over here and generally tend to take either first or second over the past number of years. So let's see. Oh, the YouTube link. Okay, so we're going to have some introduction by Saito Kingson.
Good morning, everyone.
Okay, it's kind of hard to hear what he's saying, so I'm going to just go through and let's see if we can gather some information about the Japan Open. The Japan Open started in 1988. They played 9-ball from 1988 until 2010. After that, from 2011, they started playing 10-ball.
On the men's side.
On the men's side, yes. Now, if we look at the past winners from this tournament, we'll hear a lot of familiar names from the old days, back in my days when I was playing pool, I guess you could say. Back in 1990, we had Ishmael Paez and Ernesto Dominguez. 1992, Francisco Bustamante won the 9-ball event. In 1997, we have Royal Esquillo, also from the Philippines. We had Elvis Perez in 1998 winning this tournament. Okay, and then let's see, we move on down and oh, look at this. We had Johnny Archer come in 2000 and play second in this tournament. 2002, we had Francisco Bustamante taking first and beating Ralph Suquet in the final. Haven't seen Ralph in a while. And then after that, more Philippine players coming in here. In 2003, 4, and 5, we had Ramil Gallego, Rodolfo Luat, and then Rodolfo Luat again coming in second in this tournament. In 2005, it was Efren Reyes that took the tournament away. We have
All-Philippine final.
Yeah, it was an all-Philippine final. Efren Reyes and Rodolfo Luat. Antonio Linning in 2006, beating Dante Rasalan. Also the all-Philippine final once again. 2007, Alex Pagulayan. Do we consider him a Filipino?
Yes.
Okay. The Lion Pagulayan, yes. He beat Loli Wen in the finals there. In 2008, Dennis Orcoyo beat Roji Aoki. I actually played in 2008, and I watched Dennis Orcoyo play on the table right across from me. He was a pretty phenomenal player, probably still is. 2009, we have another Philippine player winning this tournament, Ramil Gallego, beating Loli Wen, who took second for the second time in 3 years. In 2010, once again, we have an all-Philippine final in the Japan Open. We had Francisco Bustamante playing Efren Reyes. Francisco, snapping that one off. In 2011, this is when they switched to 10 ball. Efren Reyes once again into the final, but coming up short to Chang Jung-lin. Let's see. Let's look at his stats here. So Efren Reyes. Okay, that was the audio tech coming in to tell me that I should speak more loudly. I'm trying not to bother everyone else, but here we go. 2012, Warren Kiemko beating Satoshi Kawabata. So you can see by this trend why we jokingly call it the Philippine Open. So we had a Philippine player in the finals for many consecutive years. Let's see, we've got Livan Corteza, also from the Philippines, placing second here in 2013. Antonio Lenning came back in 2014 and beat Rodney Morris. We have another American player coming in here. Rodney Morris took second in that year. 2015, we have Carlo Biado, also from the Philippines, beating Toru Kuribayashi in 10 ball. Kuribayashi, I played him in 2010. It was not a fun time for me. I think he opened up with a six-pack. And then from there, it was just trying to fight my way back into the match. I ended up losing 9-5, I think it was. Oh, here we go with the player introductions. Loli Wen, who we just mentioned just a little while ago. So on table number 5, we have Haraguchi Toshiyuki-san, sponsored by Predator. On table 4, we have Sugiyama-san. He's also sponsored by Predator. Lots of Predator sponsors here. Now we have a Hong Kong player, Ip Topon. And on table 1, sponsored by JBA, UCHIGAKI Kenichi. Yes, UCHIGAKI. I've played him a couple of times before. Good guy. Very good player. I think he's currently ranked 6. Oh, did he rank up? I think he's currently ranked 16. He was ranked as high as 6th at one point. On the women's side, we have Kubota Kumoko. Let me go to the draw next here. Hiraguchi Yuki, okay. So sponsored by Blackjack, we have Sato Asako. Current ranking is 49th. Sponsored by Metsukiyu and Zanrak. I didn't catch the name. Did you hear the name? Let's welcome these players into the match. I'm sure they're itching to go. It's been 3 years since we've had this tournament.
Kawahara.
Kawahara Hiroko. Oh, currently ranked number 1. Okay, so I guess she's going to be the player to beat.
At least in 2021.
Oh, in 2021.
In your
I see.
ranking.
All right, so our first matchup looks to be we're going to have Kenichi UCHIGAKI versus Naoyuki. I get confused on how to say the names in English because in English we always use the first name first, and then family name second. In Japan here, there's an emphasis on the family name first. Family name always comes first. So we're going to start up with a ceremony. On the screen here, you have Kenichi UCHIGAKI on the right, or should I say UCHIGAKI Kenichi, to say it the Japanese way. And then on your left, seated to the left, is Naoyuki. He is actually the defending champion.
He is the reigning champion.
He won this tournament in 2019. and we did not have a tournament in 2020 or 2021 due to COVID. So even though it's been 3 years, he is our defending champion. Wow, I'd really love to get some audio in here on what he's saying so that I could actually translate it, but he's giving some sort of a certificate and honorable mention. And I do not know. Is it Kanako?
Kanako.
Okay, that's what I was saying.
Kaneko.
Or Kaneko, yeah.
Kaneko.
Let's see if I can get some audio on this monitor.
We have a delay of about 20 seconds.
We have a 20-second delay?
About around 20 to 30.
Okay. It's a little hard to catch what they're saying even with the monitor on because there's an echo. We're in the back room here, and it's kind of hard to catch. Okay, let's get back to some of the Japan Open stats here. Let's see, where did we leave off? 2011 Efren Reyes. Oh, Kaneko Noboru-san. Okay, so we're going to do a little quick interview. Well, so he's, as far as I can tell from what I can hear off of the echo, he's just saying that it's exciting to be back at the and have a Japan Open. It has a different kind of attention level from the other tournaments that he enjoys. Okay, so is he going to do the opening break for us? Here we go. Getting ready. And I guess this is how we're going to open up the tournament.
Ceremonial first break.
The ceremonial first break. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Kaneko Noboru-san. And there we have the opening break. Ceremonial opening break. I guess they call it the first pitch here, like in baseball. Okay, so before the match actually starts, he's saying that they're going to have the players do a quick little warm-up. And then after the warm-up, they'll get into the official match. It's good that they're actually giving them a little bit of time to warm up here.
To warm up on these beautiful new diamond tables.
Yeah, I guess we could mention that we have a lot of sponsors in this tournament this year here. Diamond Tables
First on the list is
is,
Diamond Tables.
yeah, sponsoring this tournament. Then we've got the Diamond Pro Am table here. They're very nice tables. I've played on them a few times. It's a ball return table. They've got it set up a little bit differently than you would set up in the U.S. They've got them set up like 5 centimeters shorter than we would be playing on in the U.S. These tables come with 2 types of legs, and they put the shorter ones on them. I remember that was one of the first things that I noticed when whoa, that's a hot spot on that table. They've got a lot of hot light on that table right now. It's kind of hard to tell
It's gonna be hard
from
to see
the overhead. But one of the first things that I noticed when I came back here to Japan and started playing pool is I leaned up against the table and I thought, well, maybe I'm wearing the wrong shoes because something doesn't feel right. The table was hitting me in the leg in a place that I was not accustomed to. And so when I was leaning over to take a shot, it always felt really weird. It took a little bit of time to get used to. I believe these tables are set up with their Pro Cut pockets. You can get these tables in a number of different configurations. And the pocket size that they're using is the Pro Cut, which is a standard and most common one, which is 4.5 inches. You can custom order these to have smaller, like 4.25 pockets. The tables are very sturdy. Like I said, I've played on these before. One thing, though, that I did notice is that you really have to get used to the rails. The rails come off pretty fast, but counterintuitively, even though they come off fast, if you're going in with a lot of speed, the rails bank short. So I found myself having to adjust the way I was feeling the table when I'm coming off of a rail, especially for a bank shot. I'd have to go out like a quarter diamond or a half diamond out to where I would normally shoot it. And of course, when you're playing the cue ball off the rail, you'll see that it comes off pretty well. The balls that they're using here, well, actually, before we get into the balls, I want to finish off with the table. We're using a felt here called by a company called Nikkei. It's, I believe it's 30% nylon. It's a 60 or 70% wool blend. If it's a 60, then it's a 30 nylon with something else thrown in. If it's not, then it's a straight 70-30. The balls that we're playing with are it's the new Aramith balls.
Aramith Black.
Yes, it's the Aramith Tournament Black.
Durameth technology.
Yes, these are the set that they came out with after the Tournament TV Pro Cup. I remember the Aramith tournaments, the original ones with yellow, dark blue, and red. All those are the same as the ones. But when you get into the Pro Cup, they suddenly changed the numbers on the color line. Easy to see on television. The Pro Cup and orange, 5 and 13. They kept the dark green for the 6 and the 4. And then here's the one that threw me off quite a bit is the 7 and 15 had the light brown. So the 7 ball, I was always confused about what the heck that was. Then of course black for the 8 ball, and we used the ivory ball with the red dots on them. These balls, however, the tournament black, they've changed up the colors a little bit more. So the 1 ball and the 9 ball are yellow as per standard. However, you'll notice the 9 ball, instead of having the white core, it has the black core. It takes a little bit of getting used to shooting the 9 ball and seeing all that dark paint out there.
Looks a little like a bumblebee.
It does look like a bumblebee. They are using pink for the 4 and the 12, and they decided to switch up the 5 and 13 to a light purple. 4 and the 5 confused. Now you get to the 6 ball and it'll be a light green instead of a dark green. Then we have the light brown for the 7. Of course, the 8 ball is black. And since we are playing 10 ball, we do have the blue stripe on the black core, which is going to be really hard
Very
to
hard to
differentiate on
distinguish from the 8
the
ball.
screen. Yeah, the 8 ball and the 10 ball, it's really easy to lose it in the mix. So we'll try to have to pay attention to where the balls are after the break. They are using for the rack. What was it? The multi-rack.
Okay, looks like they're getting ready to lag
Here we go.
and begin the first streamed match.
Okay, so up to this match, for this match we have, as we said, UCHIGAKI, Kenichi, and Naoyuki. Now they have played before. I believe their head-to-head is Oi-san is up 3-2.
It's pretty close.
It's pretty close. It's pretty close. I can't get my head-to-head screen to come up. So, when you're playing, do you prefer self-rack or opponent rack?
I am so used to opponent rack.
Yeah.
Self rack is much more common here.
Yeah, self-rack though, the thing that gets to me is it's real easy for the player to organize the balls to match their break to try to control where the balls go to make an easier run out. That was my only gripe against the self-rack. You can get a player coming up there and stringing 2 or 3 together, just by virtue of having the self-rack, especially on a winter breaks format.
Now today's format, the men's side, we are down to our final 8 players.
That's right.
And they will be racing to 8.
8, that is correct.
Again, winter break, self-rack.
I wonder what's going through the players' heads while they're waiting for all the announcers and the crew to get
all the formalities.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
The 35th
This is the final day of the 35th annual Japan Open. So now they're asking Uchigaki-san, who won the lag, which they call banking here. So he's going to come up to break. Let's see how he does. I find it amusing that you have another ceremonial break by the announcer. That was a pretty good break.
Very nice cue ball control.
Very nice cue ball control. Kenichi is actually a very deliberate and controlled player. He doesn't take as many risks as Oi-san. Oi-san plays a little more of a aggressive style. Kenichi is a very controlled and disciplined player. He doesn't take a whole lot of chances. His safety percentage is actually pretty good. He plays pretty good safeties too, so he doesn't take chances. If he knows that it's a risky shot, he'll go for the safe before he goes for the shot. Yes, that's the 10 ball, not the 2 ball, so that is the 3. So that's where you get confused on that.
He's going to get on.
Okay, so next we have... Oh, I'm going to have to go back to my chart and look at those colors. So we've got the purple 5 ball, so he's going to have to roll forward with a little top spin, come off the rail, and come back out for the 7, which is sitting up at the top rail there.
And leaving himself a nice angle.
Stay away from the rail. You don't want to get too... Okay. So here we just need to come off the rail and come back down towards the center of the table if you can. There's not a whole lot of difficulty here. It's just a little bit of cinch, maybe a little bit of right to keep it from going forward, and you want to come back out towards the center of the table. Okay, he had a little top and killed the angle. He tried to put a little bit of right on it, but the speed from the top kept the angle short off of that rail. So here we've got the 8 ball. He's going to shoot it in the upper left corner there. Now it's kind of a player's choice. You can go 2 rails out, spin it wide with a little bit of low left to come around the table. There we go. Come out towards the center.
To get enough speed.
Yes, he's close enough to the center, so this is just as good as anywhere else. One thing you'll notice about the Japan players, one thing that I noticed when I came here, is they're not afraid of the cuts. Ooh, that was close. Back and forth, come off the rail. What do you think about the colors on this 10 ball? Shoot in the corner, follow to the rail and come out towards the center. Don't risk the scratch. There you go.
Nice out.
Nice out. So we have our first rack with a B&R on the board for Kenichi UCHIGAKI. There I went again with the English version of the name. This is the danger of winter break self-rack. Now you'll notice that on the back of his vest there it says Kingdom. One thing that's common here in Japan for players is that they advertise their home base. So his home base is Kingdom, so basically not really sponsored by. So when I played under the banner of Hunter, which was the billiard hall right down the street from where I was living. And in order to play in the Japan Open, they ask you, well, where's your shozoku? Where are you from? And so you have to be from someplace, I guess. And so I played under the banner of the Hunter Billiards. All right, so we've got a really tricky 1 ball up here. I don't think you can see it. He might be able. Will he? Are they doing a push out in this tournament? I did not hear any rules about the push out. Looks like he's going for a push out. Okay. So now the opponent has the choice. He can take the shot from here, or he can pass it back to his opponent and say, hey, you made it, you deal with it. He's looking right now to see how he can get on that 2 ball. Okay. So let's see what he does here. That 2 ball is in a tight spot. It's kind of hard to tell, but the 2 ball is the one that is, the 10 ball is close to the rail. The 2 ball is the one that's sitting out a little bit. Is he going to go for this shot and try to play shakes?
Safe.
Yep, there he goes. As I mentioned earlier, Oi-san takes more risks. He's a very aggressive player. It seems to suit him well. He's done very well in this tournament. He won it in 2019.
3 years ago.
So here he can see the ball, so we'll just go for the cut and go across table and back out. The danger is, how does he want to come off of that rail? Does he want to come up high or go and hit the rail on the other side above or below the pocket? He might be able to control the speed enough that he doesn't go to the rail, but then you might lose some of that control to bring the cue ball back out to the middle of the table. So he went, this is, it looked like he tried to break them up. I'm not sure if I would have done that. I might have tried to go to the rail and out and try to, because the 2 would have gone.
So what kind of safety opportunity does he have here?
Yeah, so here he will play safe, nick the 2, push it into the 5, and come out to the other side of the 10 ball, but he left.
Quite a bit of that ball
Yeah,
for
he
you to
left
see.
some of that ball showing. So now I did say Oisan is a little bit of an aggressive player, but even as aggressive as he is, I don't think he's going to go for a shot here. Just play safe, nick the 2, come down to the bottom rail, and ooh, he got a he got a nice little kiss off of that 4 ball. I don't know if he was expecting that. But Kenichi can see the 2 ball. So here we've got another safety situation. You'll just thin the 2, send the cue ball all the way up to the end rail if you can, and try to hide that 2 ball behind the 8. Oh no, he let it come out. He didn't want to hit the 6. Maybe he just wanted that 2 ball to come out, because even if you get ball in hand with the 2 ball stuck behind the 8, that's not a very fun place to be. Um, what is Oisan going to do here? This looks like another safety situation. He's aggressive enough, though, to try to play that 2-7 combo. He might actually be looking at it. Oh, looks like he is. And it did not pay off. Once again, he does take risks. Sometimes it pays off and sometimes it doesn't. So here it looks like the 2 ball does go by the 8. Then we'll just follow straight up and try to land between the, what was the pink ball again? It's so hard to tell. Between the 4 and the 6 to get a shot on that 3. Come on up. Come on up. Get up there. Okay, he's good. He's alright. And now, with these lights, it's kind of hard to tell between the 4 and the 5. The 5 is down here, right? So
Yes.
he's going to go off the end rail and come down off the side rail for the 4 in the corner. You want to have an angle on this. You don't want to be too straight.
Notice he was able to play that pocket a little loosely.
Yeah, that pocket did play loose. I'm not sure. We measured these tables last night with the balls, and they did seem pretty tight. But
There's
from this
none,
angle,
but they are forgiving.
yes, they are forgiving. The shelves aren't quite that deep, so the ball does have a lot of short path to take before it goes in. So he's going to play the 5 ball and try to draw back for the 6 ball in the upper right corner. So shooting the 5 ball in the upper left, drawing back for the 6 in the upper right corner. Get an angle. You want to be able to come out and get to the 7. Ideally, he wanted more angle so he can come off that end rail and just go to the side and out. Here it looks like he might have to draw 2 rails off and come around. Oh no, he spun it with inside. There's I don't like that angle.
Oh,
Okay.
I think he's
Alright, so now he's behind the
gotten himself
proverbial
in
8
trouble.
ball. And this was the risk with having that, being that straight on that ball. So, did he call a pocket? I think he called a pocket for that 7 in the corner. Let's see if he'll get behind the 8. Nope. Okay. Now, Oisan has a chance here. He hasn't had a good look at too many balls, but here you're just going to shoot it in the bottom left corner here and place a little bit of a draw to hold the angle off of the rail. You're not actually going to draw. You just want to come off of that side rail and come back out towards the middle of the table, not the center. But towards the middle of the table to where you can get a shot on that 8 ball. So he just wants to shoot it a nice good punch here. Get to bounce off, and you do not want that. You do not want that. That's why I said you don't want to go towards the center of the table. You just want to go towards the middle, come across, and not have to risk that scratch. Plus, if you stay in this bottom right quarter of the table, you've got a shot on the 8 with natural going to the 10. I'm not sure why he played it that way. But like I said, he hasn't had too many looks at a shot. So maybe he just needs a little bit more warming up. So we have Uchigaki-san is up 2-0 in this match. And so we saw how that played out. Kenichi is a little bit more controlled player. Doesn't take any risks. And we saw him take those risks. And they didn't quite pan out for him. But he's a dangerous player. If you start taking those risks in a more calculated fashion, then you'll start to see him getting out a little bit more. Okay, rack number 3. Controlling that break, getting a ball in. Oh, he's not going to get a good leave on the 1. Okay. Well, this is not a push-out scenario. The ball is too close to the pocket. We're not pushing out on here. Here we've got to mark the balls real quick so we can take the rack out. Now, normally, when we're playing in the pool hall, we just leave the rack on there. We don't bother with taking it off if a ball is on there. So here, he probably will try just a jump shot. Yes, okay. I don't know if you need quite that much elevation. It's not that big of a jump shot. Or is he curving it? No, he's jumping it. There you go. And
Beautifully done.
Slow down. Don't get behind that 5 ball. Okay, you can see the 2. We're good. It goes by the 9. And it looks like the 3 ball is down by the spot along with the 10 ball. And we have the 7 ball in the lower right corner here. And that looks like the 5 by the rail. Oh wait, he can't see it?
He's kicking.
Wow, it sure looked like he could see it from
here.
here.
Get a rail.
He did not get a rail, so was that just an optical illusion? Because it certainly looked like he could see the ball from where I was sitting, or from this particular view. Okay, now we'll start to see Oisan getting warmed up here. He's planning out his path. We've got the 2 ball to the upper right corner. Now the problem is the 3 is kind of tied up with that 10. How are we going to get down there? Maybe draw back off the rail and come to get an angle on it. Is he going to go straight down or come off the rail? I would draw to the rail and out, because I don't want to get tied up by that 6 ball, just like that. And now we've got a good angle on the 3. Just a short nip draw. Looks like he's got enough angle to kind of come up above the 4 ball to get a shot at it. Oh, yeah, the opposite angle. Now for the 4 going to the 5, which is on the same side of the table. So just take 2 rails back and forth.
A little soft there.
Yeah, he was afraid of that side pocket, maybe. I don't know why he quite hit it that soft, but you know, being nice and controlled is not bad. Like I said, they're not afraid of these cuts. Long down the rail shots. This one's not too long, so he's okay. He wants to get off of that rail to be able to control that cue ball a little bit better. So 6 in the side. It looks like he's straight enough that he might be able to hold it. If he's got more angle, yeah, if he's got more angle than that, he can go to the rail and back out. There we go, rail and back out. Next comes, ooh, I don't know if he has enough. Well, the 9 ball's close to the pocket, so it's not that big of a deal. He can just draw back.
Drawing back and out.
Draw back and out. You might end up a little bit close to the pocket. He's got enough angle that I think he'll be able to come out a little bit. Oh, he did not like that. He expected to go 2 rails and out a little bit on that one.
I wouldn't like that either.
Yeah, that ball kind of died on him. Looks like that ball skidded on him. I think he just didn't give it enough stroke. It was rolling. He didn't have. If he really wanted to spin that out of there, he really should have put a little bit more top or a little bit more right to give us some speed off of that rail. So he called the bank, which is odd because it looks cuttable from here. And it's in.
It's going.
So he's not out of trouble yet, though.
You may have to bank this one too.
You may have to bank this one. It is cuttable to the corner, but
he is banking to the side one rail.
Yep. And here you're just going to try to hold that cue ball down by the end rail. But number one goal is to make that ball. Number two goal is to not leave a shot if it doesn't go. He's not going to worry about that. He's just going to make the ball and move on. Okay, so now we have a 2-to-1 match.
Kenichi UCHIGAKI.
UCHIGAKI is up 2-1 on Oisan. Like I said, these guys have played each other before. Their head-to-head is pretty close, 3-2, with Oi up one game, one match on him, one win. How do you like these multi-racks, these sheet racks? Beep.
Battery?
No, I'm not hearing anything.
All
right.
Now let's see. This sheet rack is the
Oh, and he gets a
Cafe
scratch off the brake. He did not control his
multi-rack.
cue
Multi-rack 2. C and F Olive is the maker. And I have not played with this particular one.
What do you think of these sheet racks?
I
in
like
general?
the template racks in general. I think
Well, just to show you what an old fogey I am, when I moved here from the U.S., we were still using the wooden racks,
yes.
the Sardo racks and so forth, and I didn't encounter a sheet rack until when I started playing here, and even then it wasn't the sheet. We just had the
Seals.
the seals for the 3-ring binders just permanently set on the table where the rack goes. So we'll play the 4 in the corner, or no, I'm sorry, the 3 in the corner, and just pop on out. So the 10 ball is by the spot. We've got the 4 on the left side of the table, the 5 is on the right. So here we just shoot the 4 ball up in the corner, come off the rail, just straight out.
Doesn't want to come back and risk.
You don't want to put an angle. Just come straight out and shoot the 5 in the upper right corner. And here you just want to hold off of the rail to have a shot on the 7 with an angle to come back out for the 8. So you're just going to hold the ball there, keep the angle. Now here it's a little bit dicey. You can try to go around, but I think coming straight back with a little bit of right to come out, he might. Oh, okay, so he took that path.
A little bit risky, but and he got a bit more angle than he perhaps wanted.
The risk on that is your zone for playing shape is so small there. If he would have come straight off the rail and down on the bottom side of the table, then he could have had a shot on the 8. So
is he playing it with inside?
Looks like
and
he
holding
might
for the
be
side
playing
block.
a safe. No, he's going to cut this shot. Hold the cue ball with a little inside spin. And now shoot the 9 in the lower right corner, just with a little bit of draw to stun the cue ball off to the left to have a shot on the 10 ball in the same corner. Come off the rail. And just like that, it's going to be 3-1. And there we go.
There we go. Chigaki Naoyuki is starting out pretty strong here.
Yeah, he is. 3-1. It's not a shutout yet. You can never count these players out.
In his last appearance in this tournament in 2019, he finished tied for 17th.
Uchigaki-san?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I could take a look at those stats real quick.
Again, as we mentioned, Oi-san is the defending champion
Yes.
from 3 years ago. So, Kenichi UCHIGAKI with the break on rack number 5.
Okay, nice control on the cue ball.
That one ball
That
keeps
one ball
going
keeps going
straight
to
towards
the,
that
right, just does
corner
keep going
pocket.
straight to that pocket. So he's got a pretty good lock on his break. I don't know. Can he see that one? I've been fooled by this angle once before, but
I
it
can
looks
see
like
it, but I can't tell if he can make it. Looks good. Actually, he thinks it looks good.
Yeah, I think he's acting like he can see it. He's just trying to find a placement for his bridge hand there.
His bridge hand is kind of obstructed by
Yeah.
the 9.
I don't know if he's actually I don't think he's going to shoot. Oh, that was a risky shot. Yeah, when you're trying to spin the ball around the table that much, he should have opted for the shorter the shorter bridge. Willie Moscone used to say when it gets tough, shorten up. It gives less chance for the cue to go offline, and you have a much truer shot. I would have opted for the shorter bridge, especially if I'm trying to inside spin around the table on that one. What do we have here? He's got a 2-rail kick, it looks like to me, unless he can see by.
Yep, he's
nope,
going
he's
for the
going
2-rail
two
kick,
rails.
probably for a safety.
If he can hit it full
Oh, no.
and just bounce it out, he might be able to just put some distance on him and get behind that 3 ball.
That was
That
great
was
speed
a
control.
great shot right there. The hardest part is hitting that 1 ball full to try to get that cue ball to stop. You really want to put some distance on it, since you can't count on hooking them behind the ball in this case. So Kenichi has his jump cue out, looks like.
Oh.
Looks like he's going for the jump. So you've got the yes, the 10 is the one in between the 1 and the 2.
Okay.
So he might be trying to play the 10 here. As long as you're going for a risky shot, you might as well go for the gold, or the blue cheese in this case. Okay. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. He left a pretty tough shot here. That looks like the 3 ball by the side pocket there. So we have the 2 and the 10 close together. If the 1 goes by the 9 to the side pocket, then we're just going to cinch the cue ball on and leave it close to there to have a shot on the 2.
You're right.
Ooh. He was a little bit too worried about that cue ball. I don't know why. He had the right angle on there to cinch it with a little bit of stop action to let it drift. But I think he counted on just rolling it in a little bit too much. So here we'll shoot the 1. Is he going for the corner? I would go for the side and go up and down. I don't agree with that shot. But then again,
He was worried about getting onto the 2.
Yeah, he's worried about getting onto the 2. Every player sees the shot differently. There's no rule that says everybody has to shoot it the same way.
Thank goodness.
Yep, I can't see where he's shooting here. Okay, so we've got the 1 into the upper left corner. We're going to try to that 3 ball is pretty big, so if we can keep it from hitting that, come down. Oh, here we've got a little bit of a problem. I don't think he's corner hooked, or is he? He might be corner hooked. Well, even if he wasn't corner hooked,
The 2 is slightly off the rail.
It's off the rail.
The cue ball may be frozen.
The problem that we have here is the 3 is so close to the pocket by the side rail, and you don't have an angle to come up and out to shoot the 3 to the side, so he's going to have to settle for shape down below.
Assuming he can make it.
Assuming he can make it, which means he's going to have to come out pretty straight on that 3. You don't want to be at an angle because then you're looking at a scratch shot. Looks like he can see it. He's going to have to come forward and get close to the rail. Come on, get over there. I don't know if that's enough. He doesn't like it. You can tell by his body language. This is a little bit touchy. He might be able to cheat the pocket a little bit. He's looking to see how close he can get to cheating it and still catch a little bit of rail with that cue ball. I don't think it's going to. Yeah, it's going to be tough. He might be able to catch that point, but man, that's going to be a risky shot.
Assuming he catches the point, then he's going to be shooting the 5.
Yeah.
At quite a bit of angle.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not that bad of an angle. It's inside the first diamond, anywhere from even from the middle of the table, you're fine. He's debating on whether or not he wants to cheat this pocket and just roll it in and try to catch the point to stay for the 5. But no, he's calling a 2-railer. He's calling a bank. He just pointed at the upper left corner pocket. I wonder if he's going to stick with that. One pocket players out there might choose this shot. Maybe he plays a little bit of one pocket. Oh, but then he lost the cue ball. He is not quite in his zone yet. He's hasn't had too many good looks here. So here we have 3 ball in the corner. This is like a road map. Just spin out. It's kind of a dealer's choice if you want to go to the side rail on the right and come out for that 7, or just come straight up and get the angle. Oh, but you don't want to be in between.
You
don't want to be in between and stuck on that rail. He's okay though. He's got an angle. He can play it forward, come off 2 rails, and have a shot on that 9 ball. He's got a good angle here. He's going to pop it in the corner and then just kind of bounce off the rail just a little bit and hold for that 10 ball. There you go. 10 in the corner. Make sure you don't scratch. Just bring the cue ball around to a rail. Right there. And we have a 4 to 1 3-game lead. So Oisenshi had some chances in this one, but he kind of he got a little bit of a bad roll on that 2 ball, getting a little bit of a dicey angle. I do think he mishit that one though. He should have had a little bit more follow on there. Different on that. What he did different on the break, but the 1 ball is completely different from the previous games. He still has a shot on it. He's got a shot. Oh, wait a minute. Did we have a scratch? I wasn't watching while they're doing some technical changes over here. Okay, so we've got Oi-san. Okay, so we're back with our audio. So now we've got the 2 ball on the side, the 3 ball right there. He can cinch the 2 and hold for that 3, but then the question is getting to the 4. He wants to have a little bit of an angle. Oh, he decided not to. Okay, bump the 5. That was a bit risky, but like I said before, he likes to take risks. Draw back up for the 4 ball.
Or
No,
fall
roll forward.
On the street.
4 straight up in the corner. Now where is the 6? Over there. So if he just stops, he will have an angle.
It's going to be pretty close if he stops.
If he stops, do you think he has to draw back? He might have to. Well, maybe if he draws, he might have to draw back like a half a ball or a ball. The main thing is he wants to have an angle on that 5 ball. Oh, he might be punching this to come out. No, he did draw back. Okay. So now he's got an angle on the 5 to go to the rail and out for the 6.
Or just stun up if he doesn't have that much angle. Oh, it looks like quite an angle.
It looks like a pretty big angle. That overhead shot is kind of deceiving.
It is deceptive.
Oh, but no, looks like you're right. He is going to stun up. Okay. So here you have a choice. You got the two rails. You got to go 2 rails around the corner, and you're going to come out. You don't want to hit that 9, so you want to go pretty sharp towards the pocket from the object ball to keep a sharp angle coming out.
Third diamond on the left side.
Yep. There you go. Come on out.
Or the second.
And he got a little bit low. Or you could get snooker shape. But this gives him a natural coming up to the 8 ball. So shoot the 7 and bring the cue ball up towards the 8 ball just to stun it on up.
Interesting.
Come on straight up.
How's the speed?
How's the speed? Looks good. And he has an angle. Now the 9 ball goes in the side, so it's not that much of an issue. He's just going to shoot the 8. The cue ball is going to stun down a little bit towards the 9. You don't want to be straight in on this 9. Does he have an angle? Which angle does he have? Does the angle come out or go forward? Looks like he's going to come out. Good shot. And shoot 10 ball in the corner pocket and just stop the ball. And now we have a match. I seem to have lost my internet connection. Trying to pull up some stats and I've lost my internet connection. And we have a scratch.
Situation where 2 balls sat on the template rack.
Yeah, it looks like we've got the 10 and the 5. The color of that 5 really throws me off. These ball markers are pretty interesting. Okay, so how do we play this? We've got the 1 to the corner. If you've got cue ball in hand, so you have input. Kenichi is right-handed.
Definitely straightforward.
It's pretty straightforward. Shoot the 1 in the corner, bounce off the rail, shoot the 2 in the corner. Depending on the angle, you just probably stun out and come to hold an angle for the 3 ball. Railing out. Okay, so here we're going to shoot the 2. We're going to go railing out again. And where's the 4? The 4 is it under him on the rail up there? Shoot the 2 ball, come out, keep an angle. There you go. Oh wait, is that the 7? Which is the 3? Oh, that is the 7 up there. Oh my gosh, that 7 and 3 is going to throw me off here. So we've got the 3, stun across for the 4. Nice, nice confident stroke on that one. You got a little bit straight here. When you're a little bit straight, it's on these shots, you don't want to end up on the rail because you want to have a good clearance to be able to shoot that 5 ball. So if he can stun it off the rail, that's what he'll do. If he can't, he might just hold there and use the angle to get to the 7 ball. Yeah. So he's going to use the angle. Now this is a
You can
little
play
bit
this
tricky.
in 2 rails.
I well, 2 rails is not bad.
You want to let it out a little bit.
Yeah, but you can just roll this in. There's no need to risk it too much. Okay, good. So now for the 9 ball, let's see the 7 ball. Shoot it into the upper left corner. Come off the rail. Come down. You want to shoot the 9 ball in the side pocket. 2 rails and out. Slow down, ball.
Speed.
He's okay. You can cheat this pocket a little bit to hold for the 10 ball in the bottom left corner. He's looking at to see how much he can hold the cue ball. So here we go. It's just a nice soft stroke. Stun it. And there you go. He came out a little bit farther than he wanted to, but he's still okay.
Not a bit of an
Shooting the 10 ball in the lower left corner pocket, and cue ball is just going to go 2 rails around that bottom right corner to keep from scratching. 1, 2. Back up towards the middle. Okay. Unfortunate scratch on that break. I thought we'd get to see something get on the roll.
stride.
Current score is
Top left is the match that we are featuring here on the live stream. 5-2 UCHIGAKI. Screenshot.
Okay. He's putting a little bit more power into his break than at the start of the match, and maybe he's feeling a little bit warmed up. I think he should be sticking with the break that was working for him. He was making balls. He was controlling the 1 ball to the corner and controlling the 1 ball in the center, and having a shot. Okay, so is Oiga-san going to be playing on tilt? I did mention that he likes to take risks, but he may try to be a little bit more cautious to get back into the game. Try to play a safety here. You can shoot the 1 and try to hide it behind those balls on the upper top part of the screen and bring the cue ball. Okay, no, he went the other way. That was a good shot. A little risky. Now, I don't know if he can see the 1 ball from here. If he can, he might opt to play it safe, shoot the 1 ball to the end rail and back out, so the cue ball to the side rail and down towards the end rail to hide behind those balls. Oh, but it looks like he's going straight at it. Nope, that's exactly what he did. 1 ball's up. He put a little bit too much speed on there. He wanted to stay back behind those balls to hide. But he let Oizan have a little peek at a good amount of ball here. So we're going to have shooting the 1 ball in the upper right-hand corner. Probably drawing back to hold, to pull back for the 2 in the upper right corner. Oh, did he change it up? He's changing his mind. Okay, here we go. He had to tell himself this is what I'm going to do. And yeah, he didn't like that. He reset on it a few times. Are we going to have a fluke? No, we're not. Okay, so here we've got the 1 ball in the lower right corner. Depending on how you feel, you can draw out towards the middle, past the middle, to have the shot on the 2 ball, or you might go 2 rails around the corner to come out for the 2. Looks like he's spinning with inside. He's going to come 2 rails around. And there we go. Good shot. Okay, so the three ball looks like. Wow, these colors are so hard to see. I think the three ball is in the middle of the table. Uh, and that I think that's the 7 by the side pocket. So you might need to draw back out for this off of the 2. Yeah, it's hard to. Okay, so yeah, that is the 7 ball by the side pocket. The 3 ball's in the middle of the table. He got his Q extension, so shoot the 2 in the upper left corner. Draw back for the 3. He wants to stay on that side of the table to shoot the 3 in the corner, bottom left corner here. He left himself a little bit of a long shot. Didn't really need to. Sometimes it's hard stretching out that far to reach for the shots. So the 3 ball in the lower left-hand corner pocket. Draw off of that to the side rail, back out for the 4 ball. Or he might try to go forward between the 4 and the 6 and just come off the rail and come back up. Nope, he drew off the side rail. Okay, now we have from the 4 to the 5. So this is a pretty sharp cut on the 4. He's going for the bank. So if he's going for the bank, he'll probably try to draw out for the 5 ball, which is sitting by the rail on the right hand side. But then again, he's jacked up over that 6. This is not a fun shot to try to shoot. Let's see if he can get there. No, and we have a lost cue ball. I think that cue ball came off of that shot a little funny. I don't know if it. I think it might have jumped on home a little bit because it went forward a lot more than I thought it would. So here we have the 3 in the corner. Drift up, shoot the 5 in the upper right-hand corner, and then come off the rail, shoot the 6 in the lower left-hand corner. And from there, it looks pretty easy. Just hold the cue ball off the rail. You don't want to draw it back too much, end up with too sharp of an angle on the 6. There you go, just pop it out. Now here we'll shoot the 6, go forward off the rail, and come to the right out to shoot the 7 ball in the side pocket. And here, I think he's got a thin enough angle where you can just thin it in and come off the rail and come straight back out to shoot at the 8 ball, just like that. Now we have the 8 go up and down, or should I say down and up? Would that be down and up or up and down?
I think that's up.
That's up? Okay. A little bit of a stretch here. So in the upper right hand corner, come back down. Okay, we're kind of on the 50 here, so he's pretty straight. So he's going to draw back a little bit to shoot the 10 in the upper right hand corner. Now, I don't know about coming to the rail. I don't think I would have risked that. It worked out, but there was no need to risk it quite that much.
You got away with it.
You did get away with it. You know, if you bring up that shot in, you can translate it. Here, you got this. Okay, so it's actually a pretty close match. We've got 3 to 5 breaking. He just needs to control his break and get on a roll. Okay. Yes, that was a good break. And here we got the one ball moving back up towards that same corner pocket. The cue ball got bumped, but he's still in good position. We'll play the one ball in the lower right-hand corner pocket and come 2 rails off the end rail and off the side rail and have a shot on that 2 in the same corner pocket. Okay, off end rail, off the side rail, get off the rail there. Okay, and then we have the 2. I think he might be straight enough that he can pull that back, but he might just opt to go forward. But that going forward is a little bit risky. You've got a really narrow place to place shape. And again, he does like doing those risks. Oh, he's coming down below for the 3 on the side. He didn't want to risk that narrow angle for the shape. Okay, so the 4 ball is a little tricky there. Wait, which one's the 4? Oh, the light pink one. There we go. Okay, so if he can hold the cue ball, or just kind of roll it forward just a little bit, he's going to have to trust the table. If he can roll it forward just a little bit, he'll have a shot on that 4 ball in the upper right-hand corner pocket.
Looks like he may have quite a bit of an angle here.
If he has a lot of angle, he might opt to just go out off the rail and out.
Come up and play it down in the
Ooh, he
lower
let it get away
corner.
from him a little bit. He's still okay. These players, I've seen them make a lot of tremendous shots. You don't want to have to do it. You'd rather have a simple shot. So 4, upper left-hand corner, and he may look to go to draw off the rail and back out for that 5 ball. Rail, back out. Didn't get. He jumped up off that shot pretty quickly, didn't he? Giving Kenichi a lot of opportunities here. Okay, slid it in there, back off the rail. So 5 in the corner. Does a 6 go by the 10? Yes, it does. So you might want to go up and down or draw back. I think the up and down would be the best way to go. There we go. And
Great speed.
Whoa, slow down. 6 in the corner. Draw up through the middle of the table. Shoot the 8 in the side. You want to have an angle come off the rail and come back out for the 9 in the upper left-hand corner. Or does it? Oh, actually, you know what? Once that 6 is gone, it'll go by that 10 into the corner pocket, so you have a little bit of leeway.
So he may bump into this 9 ball here if he's not careful.
Oh, I think no, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he wasn't comfortable with drawing off that shot. So now he's going to have to play it in the corner and go 2 rails back and forth.
Or hold it.
Or hold it from there on that sharp of a cut to the
Looks like
corner.
he's shooting it low. Oh, nope, 2 rails. Nice.
2 rails back and forth. And here we're going to be... This is the bread and butter of the pool player right here. Just shoot the shot, stop shot, and then you've got the game ball.
Oh, unless you draw it because you were trying to get off the rail.
Yeah, it does look like he overcut it, trying to get more speed into the rail to come out. He didn't really have to worry about that too much. 2 rails and out, he's going to come up a little low. But still
Good spin.
very doable. And just like that, we have a 1-game difference in this match.
Kenichi is over there kicking himself for missing that 9 ball. Now you see is up behind. The one a lot of people are focusing on right now is table number 5, which is Lo Li Wen against Haruguchi.
Lo Li Wen versus Haruguchi Toshiyuki.
Okay.
They're at 7-1 right now.
Lo Li Wen has been
He's on a
putting
roll
on
there.
a master class.
7-1.
I snuck out and watched a minute of that.
Okay. Okay. Controlling the break as much as you can. And this, well, if that one ball goes by that 7. Don't know if it does. He's looking at the. Is he looking to see how he's going to get on that 2? The 3 ball safe off the 2, bring it up around on the other side of the table, and then you can have a chance to play shape above it. Okay, no, he went for the 2-railer, got to the other side of the 3 ball. Here we go. That was a great shot to get out there. Takes a lot of confidence to shoot that shot. Taking his time here, is looking at what he's going to do. He's going to just a bit of a tricky position here. Does that 4 ball go between the 9 and the 10? I believe it does. He'll just roll down. Oh. Yeah, jacked up shots, shooting with follow. That's a little bit tricky. I like to look at them as jump shots and pretend they're jump shots, rather than trying to roll it. So here we're going to play the 3-8.
3-8 combo.
Now the 3 will probably go to the rail and out a little bit. So he's going to want to play the cue ball with top to go to the top, to go to the upper, to the top
He may
rail,
bump
and
into
then
that
come back
4
down.
ball or
No,
5 ball.
I don't think it was. But he didn't get a combo. Okay, you just played one great shot in this match. You had a bit of an issue on that 3 ball. Now you're back at the table facing the same 3 ball. Do you take a chance? You go for the cut, you go for the bank, you play safety. I think he'll probably play the bank and hold the cue ball there for the 4. Like I said, he likes to take risks. He's not afraid of them. Or he could surprise me and play a safety, which is uncharacteristic. Yep, he did surprise me and play a safety. His safety percentages compared to UCHIGAKI-san are not as high. He does play good safeties. Naturally, you can't get to this level without playing good safeties, but he is more of an offensive player. So 3 in the lower left-hand corner pocket. If you have an angle, you can try to go around the 10 and out. If not, you just play it with follow and go to the end rail and back up. Ooh, he had that angle in
undercut it slightly.
Yep.
He
Now,
was
where
expecting
is
to
the
come up a
5?
little
Is
bit
that
higher.
the 5 at the upper side of the table?
Yep.
Right. Okay. So here we got the 4. You might need to stroke this a little firm to get to the side rail and then come back out. So he's gonna shoot the 4 in the corner, and the cue ball is gonna come to his right, the bottom of the screen here, to the rail, and then back
Did you
out.
reset on that?
He did reset. Well, he went for the side pocket.
Beautiful shot.
Okay, he didn't want to have to power it. Like I said,
He was comfortable
earlier,
with it.
Yeah, he doesn't like to take risks. He's more of a controlled percentage player, which suits him just fine. Now we've got the 7 ball come off the rail. How close is that 8 to the pocket?
It's a little below
Yeah,
the
he might go
pocket. I
2
think he's
rails
going 2
around
rails
this
around.
pocket to come up above the 8.
Yeah.
Here we go. And he's
Nice angle.
okay. There's plenty of room. Shoot the 8 off the rail, bounce off the rail for the 9 in the corner, and then the 10 ball will be in the opposite corner. You don't want. Okay. Did he get a funky angle there? It looks like he's a little bit to the.
It's a little inside, but
Yeah.
I think he just stop or draw back an inch or two.
He could
and
draw and shoot the 10 ball
there
in the
he
same
is.
corner pocket. No, okay, he was straighter than it looked. And then we have the 10 ball in the corner. Hi. Hi.
Let's see. Audio check. Testing. Testing.
1, 2.
So we'll have to speak up a little bit more. We have moved from the pinned mic. We're now on a wide mic. Yeah, he's changed up his brake. How's 大丈夫ですか? ありがとうございます.
Great.
Okay, so we have a ball pocketed. The cue ball is close to the middle of the table, but we do have
But
a
it
problem.
looks like he's
That
hooked on that
10
one.
ball really flew. I've not seen the 10 ball on that end of the table in
And
this
it hasn't
tournament
moved
yet.
up?
Yeah. So the 10 ball is now blocking the 1, oddly enough. So he looks like he's going for a push out. He's going to leave a long shot on that 1. Now here there's a pretty easy safe. Shoot the 1 ball to the end rail, let it go straight down to the middle of the end rail on the other side of the table, and the cue ball goes up and bumps into that 7, and you've got a pretty good safe there. Okay, he didn't bump the 7, but he got the main objective of getting the cue ball of the 1 ball to go to the other end rail and hide behind that wall of balls. So
He's calling the corner pocket.
well, they are playing with call shot here, so if you luck it in, you'll want to keep shooting, so you're going to call that ball. So he's kicking at this. I would probably opt for the 2 rail kick and come from underneath.
Yes.
He may go for the 1 rail, but that doesn't really get you.
1 rail it is.
1 rail it
and
is.
He almost made it.
Very close. He left a window. I think he can see paint enough to hit it.
Can hit it,
He can
and
hit
it doesn't
full,
look like it's
but
frozen.
it doesn't look like he can cut it in, so he may just pop that ball off the rail and leave the cue ball there and play safety. Oh,
Finned it
finned it.
and played safe. And look,
And that is a good shot, but he's calling the side pocket. It looks like he's going to be kicking at it 1 rail.
from off the bottom rail.
Off the bottom rail. Spin into it a little bit. Or no, he doesn't have to spin into it. Just come off. If he comes up off at the right angle. Oh,
So close.
so close. But you know, you didn't want to go. You wanted to either you wanted to come off at an angle. You didn't want to go full because then the cue ball stays there. If you make it, you're in.
Threes.
Oh, that's right. The 2 is gone. That is a 3. So I guess that would have been fine. I keep looking at that 10 ball and seeing a 2 because the stripe is up.
Okay, calling to the side pocket.
Wow.
What is he doing?
Really? Is he going to go one rail and kick bank it in off the end rail? Is that what he's looking at?
One rail.
Well, he's going one rail, but he's kick banking it in.
Yes.
See? That is a good. That's as good of a result as you could hope for on that kind of a shot. That was a very gutsy call there.
Again, he has
Well,
similar options here for the safety.
Yeah.
Keep your
I
cue
don't
ball
know.
low.
This shot, while it is makeable, you have to remember the 3 is down there at that side of the table. You'd have to go back and forth, and you don't really want to risk that. Let's see if he gets the 1 ball out. So he got the 1 ball where he wanted it to go. He just didn't get the cue ball where he wanted. He wanted the cue ball to kind of die off of that end rail.
Stay down
with
underneath
outside
the
spin
8.
and stay behind that wall of balls. Okay, again, we're getting an off the end rail to the side pocket kick shot. And close. But he would have been in trouble if he made it anyway. That 3 ball would have given him some trouble. Alright, so Uchigaki-san, what are you going to do? Play it safe? What would you do? I don't know.
Play the
Look.
1 ball, 1 rail up to the top and leave the opposite side. Okay. He
Okay.
played the side to side safety.
This is pretty good. He's hidden the ball and he's tied it up. The problem is now if you get ball in hand, what do you do? Can he get in between the 3 and the... No, he can't go between the 3 and the 5.
He's looking at it.
I don't know. I keep moving my head like like the angle's going to change on the screen when I look at it, but of course that doesn't work. TV doesn't work that way.
I do see that.
Was that Loli Wen? Did Loli Wen win that rack?
Loli Wen won.
Okay, looks like he is
complete.
going between the balls. He can see it enough to hit it. Is he going to try to
He'll cinch
just
it,
tap
safe
it
it.
behind the 9? No. Okay.
Nice cue ball
Good
control there. Oh, which direction do you kick for?
I don't know. Does he have to kick? Can he see a little bit of it? Okay, he is looking at the kick.
Kicking for
He's calling the side pocket.
the top side, because that should give him natural shape on the 3.
If he hits it full, yeah. Wow, that just looks like it's going to go long to me from this angle.
But remember, these rails do
Come short.
angle a little short.
Yeah.
This is a little of a tester. He has an angle. Will he choose to drift over to the center of the table and play the 3 from there? Or will he try and draw? No, he plays it up and down. Gets almost straight in on the 3 ball. The 4 ball is near the center spot, between the center spot and that side pocket. He's pretty straight here. Looks like he has room to go 2 rails around. Oh. Hold it and play the 4 ball up in the top left-hand corner. And then that purple 5 ball is down near our bottom left. This has gone from kind of a cluster to a very makeable out. If you don't do that. Kenichi cut that a little too short, and oh, he may scratch here. Yep. That was a bit of bad luck. Kenichi cut that ball in, and the cue ball.
What did I miss?
He missed.
Oh, he missed.
And then Kenichi scratched.
Well, I guess I didn't miss anything. Okay. Alright, so where's the 5 ball? Is that at the upper? No 5. We've got we've got the 5.
No,
7,
this
8,
is the
9.
5. Yeah, 5.
So 5 with a little bit of an angle, come off the side rail and come out for the 7, 2. And I don't know if you want to do 2 rails. The 9 ball's kind of big from there. Well, if he gets a good angle off that 7, there we go. 8 in the corner, and we'll double around that upper left-hand corner pocket. Come around back towards the middle of the table for a shot on that 9.
Just gotta watch his speed a little bit here. Looks good.
Looks good. And here's kind of a dealer's choice of what you're used to. You can shoot the 9 in the corner with a little bit inside, kill the ankle, come down and shoot the 10 in the opposite corner. Or you can stroke firm, come around and shoot that 10 ball in the same corner, just like that. Got a good line on that 10. Just shoot and stop. Nothing to it. Five now. So we still have a match here. We have some players moving in the background, moving to their tables.
From.
Hmm?
Rather from.
Or from.
What happened with that other... oh, we had a ladies' match that finished also on table number 3. Hiraguchi Yuki has defeated Kubota Tomoko 7-2. The women are playing 9 ball. We mentioned earlier the men changed to 10 ball in 2010.
2011.
2011 was the first year of 10 ball.
It was still 9 ball. I played that one. I did not play the 10 ball.
I believe that was the last year that I played as well.
Okay, Oi is controlling his break a little bit more. He did get a bad kiss and get that one ball come up. What do? Do you go around the table through that jungle of balls? That's a mess. I don't know if you want to try that. What angle would that put him at? Because I guess maybe you could try to draw off of it.
don't get a whole lot of draw. That's a tough spot. Shoot it in and drift forward? No.
No.
You don't have enough speed. See, here's the problem. If he wants to go down table and back up, he's going to have to go between that 4 and the 5, which is like puts him right into the pocket. So he's going to try to. Okay. So we went for the safety.
Pretty safe.
Good. Now, if Kenichi can see this, it's just thin the 1 into the 8 and bring the cue ball back up table. Yeah, if he can't see it, well, he's acting like he can see it. He's looking at how to hit it, so I guess he can see it. Maybe he was looking to see if he plays the safety, is he accidentally going to make the 8? Because then he would have to shoot. No, you wouldn't have to shoot again with a claw pocket. Okay, so he's going one rail. I guess he can't see it. Oh. Okay. So, Naoyuki back at the table with ball in hand. So here we'll play the 1 ball in the lower right hand corner pocket, cue ball to the side rail and back out for the 2 in the upper right hand corner pocket. Okay, he wants to get, okay, that's really good. So now he's just going to drift up a little bit for the 3 ball. He's looking at what angle he wants on that 3 ball to get on that 4. The 4 is in a dicey spot. It doesn't look like it goes by the 5 for the corner, so he's probably going to have to shoot it for the side. So he wants to have a pretty good angle on that 3 ball to be able to go down table back to the other side for that 4 ball on the side. So he's going to probably just drift up a little bit. Now, does he have enough angle to take a hard 2 rail out for the 4, or do you draw? What do you think? Is he going to draw off this one? Yep.
Yes, he is.
And he got a good
Nice firm
pass
stroke
on that.
there.
Good shot. 4 in the corner. Pretty much stopped the ball there for the 5.
Here, jumpy.
Yeah, here you just want to shoot the 5 in the corner, bounce off the rail. You've got enough angle to do it. Bounce off the rail. The 8 is the 8 right there is yeah. The 8 right there is between the 6 and 10. So
Extension.
oh, he got his extension. Okay, so he's going to bounce off the rail, and if he's straight, he can stop, or if he has an angle to his left, he can kind of drift out for the 8 in the lower left corner.
Need a straight edge.
Yeah, does he have an angle to go to the rail?
Draw back.
He's got an angle. Okay, good. He was good and
Punch.
straight.
And here again, draw back.
Draw back. Shoot the
Control
9
speed.
in
You
the
saw him.
lower right-hand corner pocket.
So mark where he wants his cue ball to end up. Let's see how
Yeah.
close he gets.
Do you draw to the rail and out on this
No.
one? Yes.
He
Take the
does.
rail and learn your angle. That's what you do.
And speaking of angles, I don't think he got one.
Nope, he did want an angle on that, but he can go to the rail. He can draw
Here
to
again,
the rail
he's
and
gonna
back
draw
out.
back. And take the angle on the 10.
Just a little bit of draw to go 2 rails around the upper left-hand corner pocket and shoot the left in the lower left-hand corner pocket. Taking his time. He wants to draw this match even. Here we go.
Okay.
Tied up at 6 games apiece in a race to 8.
Race to 8. All right, so it's a race to 8. So this is like a coin flip here, but with Oi breaking, you kind of got to give him the edge. He started off a little bit slow, but he's ramping it up a little bit. He's getting good results off of his break. Kenichi, on the other hand, started off good with his breaks, and he started to put a little more power and started losing a little bit of control on his breaks. Let's see if he stays down on this shot. Good break.
Cue ball was beautiful.
And that one ball seems to just really love to go to that corner pocket. And that 3 ball really loves to hide that 1 ball. I think he can see
It looks
paint,
like he
but
can thin
what
it.
do you do with it? Do you thin it and then just leave the cue ball on the
And then
other side?
Take the
on
cue
the
ball.
rail?
Uh-huh.
Might be able to have enough to move that 1 ball towards the 3 and kind of hide it, but thin it, bring the cue ball around 2 rails, and try to play safe by leaving ideally behind the 3 ball. If not, you leave a bank shot. Oh, he opted to go around the table and try to get into the jungle down there.
And
And
succeeded.
he did pretty well. That's a tough shot to control when you're thinning a ball and sending the cue ball all the way around the table. You have to make sure you get that thin hit so the 1 ball doesn't move a whole lot. You want to control it. So it looks like Kenichi's moving over to get his jump cue. He's called the corner pocket in the upper right hand portion of your screen. Oh, okay. Well, that's about as good of a result as you could hope for. Taking a flyer there, but you didn't have a choice. He was hidden behind the 8 ball. Okay. Here he does have a choice. You can try to shoot it in the upper right hand corner pocket if you want to try to be a hero. And then your cue ball off the 3, or maybe off the
3,
side rail.
off the side rail, hold for the 2. Uh-huh.
But that's a hero shot. At this stage, do you want to try to be that hero, or do you want to try to play safe and give yourself a chance to win?
Look at his stance over there. He's considering whether he wants to be that hero.
Well, I did
He's
mention
thinking
earlier
hard.
that he's a risk taker, but I think this is a little bit too risky even for Oi-san.
They do have a 40-second shot clock here.
Do they have an
I
extension?
believe he has an extension. Nope.
Okay. Well,
Banking.
Looks
1
like he's
rail.
gonna bank it.
And take
Yeah.
the cue ball
Yeah.
off the side rail and
1
back
rail.
to the center of the
Yeah.
table.
Cue ball off.
Oh.
I think he was just calling that just to call it. I think he was probably thinking safe the whole way through because,
that was the duck.
yeah. Okay, the 1 ball does go. It is a makeable shot. Is it easy? No. Plus the fact that the 2 ball is sitting on the end rail down there, you'd really have to just roll it in. You could go for it and roll it in. You might end up
Maybe
with a
hope to
safety
hit
if
that
you
4
missed
ball. End it?
it. I'm not exactly sure what he was doing. I think he might have been going for a safety, but it was an odd one. Okay.
He is jumping for this ball.
Is he? I don't know.
No?
I guess he is. It's awfully close to the rail. That's a risky jump shot. You have a chance
to
of
jump short.
Yeah, you have a chance of it jumping off the table. But these guys are pros. They know what
Like
they're doing.
that?
Just like that. Yep, that's the risk you take. What happened? Did he just move that ball? No?
No. He's tied.
Okay. The 4 ball is tied up on the 6. So
Yes,
rather
look
than
at
playing
that.
the strategy game, looks like he's going to go for the 10 ball. If he doesn't make it, he might be able to leave him hooked behind the 8. So it's not a bad shot. You're taking a little bit of a risk, but a lot of these players like playing these combinations, especially with the ball in hand. Let's see how he does. Hold the cue ball. Oh, he jumped up off that shot. I don't know if he was really comfortable with doing that. And the 1 ball is free and clear, it looks like. You can shoot this one in the upper left corner. Just stun the cue ball up table to the right, perhaps off the rail, and back out for the 2.
The 2 ball is in a much better position now. Oh wait, no, this is the 10. I'm sorry.
That's the 10. The 2
Okay,
ball's
2
on the
balls
right
up
hand
here,
side of
that's
the
right.
screen.
Again,
Yep,
these
so
colors.
just stun that cue ball out for the 2 in the upper right hand corner. Off the rail, get off there. Oh, he really spun that ball to get up there. I can't see the angle. Maybe he goes forward off the side rail and back out towards the middle for the 3. Is that a 3?
It is a 3, and I think
It is
he
a
stuns it back. Yep, it looks like he's shooting high. So.
Shooting high.
Now, did he get enough?
Well, I'm not sure what he was trying to do for the position on there. Maybe he was trying to get an angle to shoot the 3 in the side to go across for the 4.
Is he going to try and do and break
Because
that
the
out?
9 ball is in the corner pocket there, so
The 4 is makeable.
the 4 is makeable. So I don't know if he can hold it enough.
He
Can he
was
bump
going
it?
for the breakout.
Okay. The 4 does go between the 10 and the 9. He could even
The
nick it
9
off
may
the
even
9.
help it.
Yeah. And then go to the end rail and back up for the 6.
Pocket's big.
Yep. You might just, yeah, he didn't like. Which way do you go?
He wants to shoot low and hold it.
I don't know. Is he going to shoot to the lower left corner? Yeah, it looks like he's cutting it. He's going to try to go around the table. Yeah, that's not going to work. Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Okay, do you play the Efren shot here?
Which one?
Off the point of the pocket? Nah, that's
It
not the
looks
right
like
angle for that. It looks
I
like he's
can't tell
going
if
to
the
jump.
6 is frozen.
I don't think it's frozen. I see shadow there.
Okay.
Could just be illusion. And he was a little bit thick on that shot. Okay. Now, this isn't by no means a gimme. You gotta shoot that. You gotta make that 6 first off. That's goal number 1. The next thing is, do you want to shoot the 8-9 combo? Do you want to try to draw down and out and try to shoot the 8 by itself? How confident do you feel? Looks like he's just going to punch out and shoot the combo. Oh wait, he went up high. He's going around the table? Yeah, he is. He went up and down. He's still playing the 8-9 combo. Now,
roll it in to hold the 8-ball there and risk missing the shot?
And there was always the risk of the 8-ball coming off the rail.
You don't want to play it firm because then 8-ball's gonna bounce out and you may tie up on the 10 and not have a shot. So he's just gonna let it roll. Okay, he used too much rail on that one. He would have liked to have gone a little bit more full into that 9-ball so the 8-ball would stay.
He's going to have to use the bridge and go 2 rails.
2 rails up and down.
The angle is natural. He doesn't have to do anything with the angle.
Don't have to do anything with special with the cue ball. Just even just the center ball.
Does have to get the bridge out of the way.
Yes.
I like this bridge.
This is just to make the shot and keep the speed. You don't even have to worry about it. Just make the shot, keep the speed, go up and down. Looks like did he ask for an extension there?
Yes. Time clock just started over again.
Okay. All right, so back and forth. This is for the hill. This is do or die. Make it. There you go. Back and forth. Natural angle. And now, at least he's not straight on it, so you can just shoot the 10, let the cue ball run into the rail. No scratch.
Beautiful.
Good shot. Okay. So we have our first man on the hill. All right. So now he just has to keep control of his break, and like he was at the beginning of the match, and keep steady. He's approaching the table much more deliberately than he did on his early break. Tried to hold it, got a kiss off of it, that's okay. He just wants to see it. Stay on the table and see the 1. He'd like to have an easier shot on it, but he'll take it. As long as he's still at the table, that's what he wants.
Maybe playing the safe 2 rails here. Oh.
Is he going to call the side?
He's calling the side in case it goes.
In case it goes.
Okay.
But then what do you do with the cue ball? I mean, you need to have a plan. You can't be playing safe and playing shape at the same time.
Want to bet?
Yeah. Well, no, he was playing safe the whole way. I don't care if he was calling it. He was playing safe the whole way.
But he was pretty sure to at least have a look at the 2-ball.
See, I'm not sure about thinking that way at this point in the match. Trying to play a safe and a percentage shot. He should just gone for the safe like he did. But go for the lockup. Don't worry about accidentally making it and trying to have a shot on the 2. Just make sure you get that safety. Looks like we've got a 1-rail kick here. He might be able to kick it past that 10-ball, hit it thin, just like that. Oh, but it's going to come out. Okay. It's at this stage of the game that these easy shots start looking hard. So the 1-ball is totally makeable. The problem is you've got the 9-ball up there getting in your way of going forward with it. Looks like he might be able to go past that 9 without bumping it and coming
Yeah.
around for the 2. From the overhead, it looks like it anyway.
Very.
Okay.
Bumped it, made it. He may have a
He's got
fairly
a,
straight one rail bank and hold for the 3 ball.
remember, the bank's short. He's
They
going to have
do.
to
He's going to drift
cut it
up.
a little bit, which is going to drift him upwards. Yep, he's calling the bank. Yeah, so he's going to settle with a long shot on the 3 if he makes this. He's accepted that risk.
Looks like he's going around.
Oh, the bank's short, but not
Banked.
that short. Okay. All right, so we have a long shot here. So here you just shoot the 2 for the corner. Just follow. Just go to end rail, and then you have a choice really. If you're really confident, you could swing it 2 rails around for the 3 in the other corner here.
I don't like the speed
Yeah.
on that.
I might actually just stun that
Not this
across
distance.
and shoot the 3 in the side pocket here,
Or the corner if you don't get
or the
that
corner
far.
if I don't get that far.
You don't want to stun so much that you hit the 10.
No, you don't want that. So he's gonna go to the end rail. Is he gonna put a lot of right hand spin
He's
on
got
this?
right.
Looks like he's got a lot of right on it. He wants to spin out off of that end rail to get to a shot on that 3. Oh, he drew it.
Bold.
Well, we did say risk taker. I figured he'd go forward with right and then just come out for that 3 ball off the end rail. And you wouldn't have even had to hit it that hard. So he's calling the side pocket. Is he banking? Well, that's all I can think of. But he's playing
Let's see
safe.
here.
He went. Oh. So the 8 ball went in on a no call. It wasn't a called ball.
This is where the rules of 10 ball are a little bit different.
If the 3 went into a different pocket, then he
It would
he
not
would have been
count.
given up the table.
Well, and now he has not only given up the table,
This
he has given
does
ball in
not
hand.
bode well. So we have Kenichi. He's on the hill with ball in hand, 4 balls on the table. The only tricky part is the 6 ball. It doesn't go by the 10, but it does go to the other corner pocket. So here you shoot the 3 come off, and you want to make sure to leave an angle on the 4. So he's basically going to shoot the same shot twice. So slow down, keep that angle. So now you want to pop off of that side rail. He might be a little bit too straight, but he's okay. So then you're going to come towards the right side of the table off of the left side rail. There you go.
Perfect.
And then here you're just going to stun out a little bit, shoot the 6 in the corner. Cue ball's going to drift to the left of the screen a little bit, and shoot the 10 ball into the right corner pocket. And then we have our winner of this match. Kenichi UCHIGAKI wins this match, so he brings their head-to-head to a 3-3.
And a win
And he-
over the defending champion.
Yes, and a win over the defending champion. So the defending champion is now out.
Settles for a 5th place tie.
Yep. And Kenichi gets to move on into
The semifinals.
The semifinals.
Where he will be playing.
Let's see who he's going to play. Semifinals will be. What's the draw?
So Sugiyama and Ip have their matches finished?
You have the live scores up.
Nope, they're still playing, so we don't know who's going to be
they're
playing
at
it. They're at
5-4.
They're at 5-4.
Tumpong
Yep.
over Sugiyama.
Pong is 5-2. Sugiyama 4. They're on table 4. And so Uchigaki will play the winner of that match. On the other half, we have Loli Wen beating Haraguchi Toshiyuki 8-1. Wow.
Pretty decisive.
Yeah, he steamrolled through that one.
And then another close match with Kamihashi Keishin.
Versus Ima Tomoya. They're at 6-4, so that match is still going on. So, what do you think of being in the back room instead of out on the tables?
It's a different perspective for sure.
Yeah. The overhead is on the screen is kind of deceiving. Even when you watch the matches on YouTube or something like that, it looks deceiving, but it seems to be more so when I'm on the direct monitor here. Hi. Hi.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you very much for joining
us. We'll be on again for a ladies match, and then the ladies finals. Yep. And then, of course, for the men's final as well.
すいませんでした。
大丈夫です。
昨日リハーサルの時問題なかったんですけど、今日になったらヘッドセットの方がすごくノイズを拾っちゃってて、でその原因をいろいろ探ってたんですけど、なかなか見つからなくて、